Pokemon Go news, Gen 3 update teases raid boss change, new Ex-Raid Mewtwo invites released. Pokemon Go recently released a rather important update to the game's master file which could hint at some big upcoming changes to the game in the week ahead. Whilst the recent master file changes also tweaked a number of details, such as removing Ice Shard as a viable move for Delibird and fixing the jump timers for Caterpie and Metapod, there was one rather interesting change to upcoming raid boss, Kyogre. For those who don't know, Kyogre is one of the 3 Gen 3 legendary Pokémon originally discovered in the Hoenn region games. Following the launch of Gen 3 into the game, Niantic released the first Gen 3 legendary, Groudon, who Niantic said was only available as a raid boss until 1 PM PST, 9 PM GMT, on January 15, 2018. Whilst no official announcement has been made on what happens when Groudon leaves the game, a change in the recent master file may indicate the imminent arrival of Kyogre as a new raid boss. According to the Pokemon Go hub, the update removed the Dragon Tail fast move from Kyogre's move pool. We can't confirm yet, but updates like these, CP and move nerfs, usually come prior to the release of that particular Pokémon, the site mentioned. We would imagine that following Groudon's exit, Niantic will release Kyogre, followed by fellow legendary Rayquaza a month later in February. Regardless of whether this change does indicate Kyogre coming to the game in a week, it doesn't change the fact that players only have a handful of days left to fight and potentially capture Groudon. As such, we'd advise everyone have a quick read of our Groudon raid boss guide to help ensure they're as best prepared to take on the legendary Pokémon. Our full guide can be found on the link above, but for the time being, take a look at the gallery above for the best Pokémon you should use to counter, and read over the below details on how you can best counter Groudon during the raid battles. Groudon raid counters. Groudon is a pure ground-type Pokémon and as such it has no double weaknesses. Pokemon Go Hub has the following advice on picking Pokémon to counter. We are banking on a mix of Solar Beam, Hydro Pump wielders that take normal or reduced damage from Groudon's moves as you'll see from the above gallery. You're best taking on Groudon with any Pokémon with access to Solar Beam or Hydro Pump. In addition to the above, it's also worth noting that the game just released another batch of Ex-Raid passes. The new Ex-Raid invites are scheduled for January 16 and according to the Pokemon Go hub, this new wave of passes appear to be targeting mostly first-time raiders. That being said, Reversal, who is arguably the most well-known Pokemon Go YouTuber, has announced his intention to take a break from the game after repeatedly not receiving an Ex-Raid invite. Writing on Twitter to his fans, Reversal said, "You know what? I'm done with this Ex-Raid pass system. Way to kill my motivation on this game." Taking a indefinite break from Pokemon Go. Currently Ex-Raids are the only way for players to fight and capture legendary raid boss Mewtwo. Which sort of highlights the problem with the whole Ex-Raid system, as there appears to be no reasoning behind who gets sent an invite. even when you're one of the most prominent and assertive players in the game with over 300,000 YouTube subscribers who love watching you play and talk about Pokemon Go. Bizarrely, Pokemon Go Hub also mentioned that they've received a lot of reports that players have been sent a raid pass, although they still have an unused one for the January 9th X-Raid.